What will happen in the future? Where will our world be 30 years from now? No one can predict the future. However, a lot of movies like Terminator, Blade Runner, and Matrix all have settings where robots will take us over. Even in children movies like WALL-E, humans become servants of robots. Are robots going to take over our jobs? Are they going to replace us? Stay tuned to find out. 0 to 1 Notes on Startups or How to Build the Future by Peter Thiel. This book is a very valuable book that provides insights on how to start a business that can shape the future. Here are 3 big ideas in this book that will change the way you view a business. Number 1. Definite optimism versus indefinite optimism. If you are pessimistic, then you can forget about building a business. The first step to building a business that will be relevant in the future is to learn how to be optimistic. There are 2 types of optimism, definite and indefinite. Definite optimism is when you know for sure that the future is going to be bright and also have a good idea on what it takes to get there. Indefinite optimism is when you are positive about the future but is currently unsure of how it's going to play out. The difference between definite and indefinite optimism is exponential. When I first started my journey towards building a business, I had indefinite optimism. It shaped me to make investments in proven industries like defensive stocks, dividend stocks, and treasury bonds. As a result, I avoided technology completely because I felt the field is unproven. If I continued towards that path without any improvement, I would end up building a very conservative business. The more I learned, the more I was aware of the importance of technology. Technological advances require a lot of formal training, but technological thinking only requires learning as much as you can and keeping your mind open. The more I learned about technology, the more confident I grew. Technology will not only change the world for the better, but it will also improve our quality of life towards a point that is previously unimaginable. I completely changed my focus on the way I see technology. It improved the way I do business. I moved from indefinite optimism to definite optimism. I know that technology will continue to improve our lives. My action shifted towards learning as much about technology as I can. 2. Technology complements us, not replace us. Picture the Terminator movies, I, Robot, Matrix, the Avengers, Age of Ultron. All of these movies had definite pessimistic view that robots will replace human beings once they become intelligent enough. It could be a possibility, but so far it is very unlikely. Every technology invented has one purpose only, that is to serve a specific human need. Technology doesn't compete for natural resources like human does. Therefore, human can replace human, but technology will only complement human. I used to have the same fear that technology will replace my job. One day an app will come out that can appraise a house better than I can, and then get rid of my field. This type of thinking drove me to diversify my investments. Although that seems likely, I realized later that an application cannot replace what I do. It can assist me in providing accurate appraisal for my clients. However, part of my work that requires experience to make judgments on complex situations is irreplaceable. For example, the application can estimate the price of a house very accurately, but the application cannot predict the misjudgment of human behavior. A client looking to sell can price the house according to their Zillow estimate. If the house has special features that actually improves the value of the house, then the client may be missing out on additional value. Let's say my seller saw the house is $1 million on Zillow and priced it accordingly. The seller can get an offer on the first day of $1 million. What do the seller do next? Do they accept the offer? Or do they try to get more? This type of judgment requires someone with more experience in the field to make. Let's say you decide to sell. You can miss out on potential profit between $50,000 to $100,000 more. Let's say you decide to wait. You may lose out on the current offer, and that offer may not come again. These types of situations appear very often in the field of real estate. That is why 95% of sellers who list with a realtor usually gets 5 to 10% more for their house. Therefore, the mindset should be to welcome technology, not fear it. It will only improve business and the quality of life as a whole. 3. Sales and distribution are underrated. Peter Thiel talks about the best businesses being the ones that are the most monopolistic. A monopoly can come from branding, economy of scale, patent, and network effects. These are good end goals, but all monopoly type businesses like Google started small. When you start small, the focus should not only be on building a good product, but also focus on how to sell that product. Most small businesses think if you can build a good product, the customer will come on their own. This is far from the truth. I watch a lot of quality videos on YouTube go unnoticed. I feel some of these videos with very little views have better contents than some of the bigger channels. However, if you can't reach or connect with your audience, then you will go unnoticed no matter how good your content is. It is true that content is king and context is God when it comes to online platforms. Apple sells the same technology that other companies sell. But other companies cannot compete with Apple because Apple already has an established brand. Apple spent years on advertising, branded stores, designs, and everything it can to differentiate its product. As a result, Apple is a monopoly that enjoys high profit margins and close to no competition. It is true that no one can predict the future. However, those who are optimistic can help create the future. Keep learning and your vision of the future will be more definite. Here's the final takeaway. Abraham Lincoln said, "The best way to predict the future is to create it." Thank you for watching this video. Please share and subscribe for more videos.